Namaskar, welcome to PK's classes. Today we'll study PDE4 inhibitors. PDE stands for phosphodiesterase. PDE4 inhibitors. So PDE4 inhibitors, they act in the bronchial smooth muscles, and bronchial smooth muscles or any smooth muscle, the contraction mechanism is calcium mediated. Calcium binds with a cytosolic protein called calmodulin, and it forms calcium calmodulin complex, which activates the enzyme myosin light chain kinase, and the active enzyme then phosphorylates myosin. There are two contractile proteins, one is actin, other is myosin. So active myosin light chain kinase phosphorylates the contractile protein myosin, and the phosphorylated myosin then can bind with actin to cause contraction of the smooth muscles, and here contraction of the bronchial smooth muscles. So in the bronchial smooth muscles there is beta 2 receptor, beta 2 adrenergic receptor, which is a G protein coupled receptor, and when beta 2 agonists bind on the beta 2 receptor, there is activation of the effector enzyme, that is adenylate cyclase, which activates which helps in conversion of ATP to cyclic AMP, and cyclic AMP decreases the intracellular calcium and inactivates the myosin light chain kinase to produce smooth muscle relaxation. So this cyclic AMP is the second messenger required for the smooth muscle relaxation, and cyclic AMP is degraded to 5-AMP, the inactive form, by the enzyme phosphodiesterase, and in bronchial smooth muscles the isom form of PDE, that is PDE4, is present. That's why PDE4 inhibitors can cause bronchial smooth muscle relaxation or can act as bronchodilator. So the PDE inhibitors, there can be non-specific PDE inhibitors like theophylline, aminophyllin. Okay, so besides this, the cyclic AMP acts as the second messenger, which activates the protein kinase A, and this protein kinase A activates the calcium activated potassium channel and causes hyperpolarization, that also leads to bronchial smooth muscle relaxation, inhibits the calcium entry, and inhibits the MLCK activity. All these lead to bronchodilation. So phosphodiesterase, there can be non-specific phosphodiesterase inhibitors like theophylline, aminophyllin, and there can be specific PDE4 inhibitors, because there are 11 families of phosphodiesterase enzymes, PDE1 to PDE11, each with different tissue distribution, and PDE4 is mainly located in bronchial smooth muscles. So PDE4 inhibitors like roflumilast can be used. There are other PDE4 inhibitors like apremilast, crisaborole, which inhibit the degradation of cyclic AMP to 5-AMP, and cyclic AMP, as we know, is the second messenger of beta 2 receptor mediated action, which activates the protein kinase A, and it phosphorylates various proteins involved in inflammation and smooth muscle contraction, and in this way it has bronchodilatory action and anti-inflammatory action or smooth muscle relaxation action. And the drug, mainly roflumilast, is used as bronchodilator in asthma and COPD. That is, so roflumilast is the PDE4 inhibitor, whereas drugs like theophylline, aminophyllin are non-specific PDE inhibitor, and they are mainly used in COPD, asthma and COPD, and mostly in severe COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, as a bronchodilator. And the other drugs are used in other conditions, inflammatory conditions like psoriasis, atopic dermatitis, and apremilast. Apremilast is used in psoriasis, whereas crisaborole is used in atopic dermatitis, where they increase the anti-inflammatory cytokines and decrease the pro-inflammatory cytokines. So we'll discuss mainly about the roflumilast. And roflumilast, you can see here, roflumilast inhibits phosphodiesterase 4, and in this way it inhibits the degradation of cyclic AMP to 5-AMP. And cyclic AMP, as you know, activates protein kinase A, which can phosphorylate a number of proteins, and it can show its action not only in bronchial epithelium and airway smooth muscle. It can also show its action in macrophage, eosinophil, neutrophil, and fibroblasts. So it has immunomodulatory and anti-inflammatory actions also, roflumilast, in addition to smooth muscle relaxation. So the one action, major action, is the smooth muscle relaxation mediated by cyclic AMP, and in addition it also inhibits airway smooth muscle proliferation, and it suppresses inflammation. So in this way it has bronchodilatory action as well as anti-inflammatory action, and can be mainly used in chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. That's all. Thank you.